Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And this is a shout out to Marlena. AfriForum have been trying to push to have the old South African flag just accepted as part of South African history. But it just takes one judge or deputy judge, President Phineas Mojapelo, to prevent that from happening. And AfriForum have been denied the opportunity to appeal the decision by this judge. Let me show you what we're talking about. Okay, now, right next to me, standing loud and proud on the wall, is the old South African flag. That's a flag that I, as a young man, grew up under. And it's a flag that predated apartheid for many decades. And it was one which showed the unity of the Union after the British had completely screwed over the Boers after the Boer War. Now, what's happening here is that if I was in South Africa and that flag was on my wall like it is here, which I've just showed you, and the South African police came knocking at my door, and they saw that flag on the wall here, even though it's in a room in my private home, they would draw me before the courts for hate speech because I was displaying the flag in my own home. This is the idiocracy of this ruling by this judge. And let me give you an update on what's happening. AfriForum was on Friday denied leave to appeal Deputy Judge President Phineas Mojapelo's ruling that the gratuitous display of the apartheid-era flag amounts to hate speech. The Nelson Mandela Foundation, which is supposed to be the bedrock of the Rainbow Nation, but is anything but, as it is displayed by its actions today, and the South African Human Rights Commission took the case to court, asking that the gratuitous display of the flag be stopped. Now, we know the South African Human Rights Commission is so incredibly inequitable when it comes to its decisions that it's just crazy. I mean, they've voted so many times in favor of people like Malema, and yet when a woman uses a K word, bang, 3 years inside, just like that. It is self-evident. The application seeking leave to appeal was heard in the Equality Court, sitting in the Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg on Friday. Advocate Mark Oppenheimer, appearing for AfriForum, argued that there was a reasonable prospect of success, that a different court will come to a different decision based on a number of reasons, including the right to privacy, which is what I'm talking about. Having the flag hanging up on your wall in South Africa, if you're caught with it there, it's like a police state. You're before the courts for hate speech. Even though it's in your own house, no one else can see it. This is welcome to the modern South Africa. Oppenheimer added, the fact that the ruling was binding on all South Africans meant there was a compelling reason why the matter should be heard by a different court. Advocate Ben Winky for the Nelson Mandela Foundation argued they did not believe that there was any reason another court would come to a different decision, but said leave to appeal should be granted if there were compelling reasons. One of the compelling reasons held was that the finding was not necessarily binding in provinces other than Gauteng, where the ruling was made. A declaratory order in terms of what constituted hate speech was needed, it was argued. Mojapelo did not agree with either party, saying an order made by the court applied nationally. The Nelson Mandela Foundation agreed with the judge, saying it had been persuaded by Mojapelo's reasoning. It argued, however, that the case was of national importance and should go on appeal. The South African Human Rights Commission representative, Advocate Itumeleng Falani, said she would oppose the application for leave to appeal the court's decision. More to follow. You know, here they are fighting over a flag when the country is sinking in a cesspool of crap. I've discussed the sewerage system in South Africa. I've discussed the lack of service delivery, the state-owned enterprises in a state of collapse. The ANC is corrupt as you could ever believe, and yet here they are fighting over a silly old flag that people like me who grew up under it still respect, because we remember the days when South Africa was a vibrant, healthy economy. The new South African flag, not so good. But under this flag, believe me, South Africa was one of the most incredibly powerful nations in the world. So what went wrong? You be the judge. I would say there are two key aspects here. One is a corrupt government, which has been corrupt since the day it took office in 1994. And the second one is a thing called BEE, or Black Economic Empowerment. And this BEE and all its derivatives, which are, I think there are about 117 race-based laws, which have got one goal in mind, and that is to oppress the white population in South Africa. And I'm not joking, this is a fact. And that's why I say that although it might not be a genocide, extreme persecution by the government, yes. And that is in itself a very good reason why countries around the world should openly take white South Africans wanting to flee South Africa on the basis of asylum. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video, and above all, be safe. Bye for now.